What is going on, guys and girls? My name is James and welcome back today to Roblox. How are you doing, everyone? Welcome back, welcome back. Today, of course, it is time to jump back into Bee Swarm Simulator, and today we are doing some super secret stuff. So over the years in Bee Swarm, there have been many secret locations, both inside and outside the map. Some of these you can still visit today, other ones are long gone. However, via the power of editing, I'm going to show you guys some really cool ones. And yeah, maybe a few of these you have never ever seen before. Onett has done some madness over the years, believe you me, and today we are going to go and check it out. But just before we do, this episode is brought to you in paid partnership by BetterHelp. Mental health is more important and talked about than ever, yet people still struggle with theirs on a daily basis and are unsure where to turn to for help. I myself have struggled with anxiety since around 15, and this is something that I talked about on my channel in my Draw My Life video. And in that video, I also mentioned if there was anyone out there struggling to please reach out to trained professionals to talk. Which is why today I'm happy to talk about this paid partnership with BetterHelp. BetterHelp is an online therapy service which connects you to qualified therapists who are trained to listen and give you helpful, unbiased advice. The idea of therapy, and especially sessions in real life, can be daunting. So to have the option of therapy via phone call, video call, or even just messaging if you prefer, is great. If you think this would help you, please do go and click on the link in the description section or pinned comment of this video to go and visit the website. To get started, all you do is fill out a questionnaire with your specific needs and you'll get matched with a suitable therapist, in most cases within just 48 hours. You can schedule sessions at times that suit you and in the format you are most comfortable with. Also, if you aren't quite sure at first about your matched therapist, which can happen when starting any therapy, no problem at all. You can simply switch to a new one. Over 4 million people have used BetterHelp to start living healthier and happier lives. And if this is something that interests you, by using my link below, betterhelp.com/ThnxCya, you can get 10% off your first month's therapy. So thanks, and be happy. Okay, we're gonna start off strong, and we are gonna go and visit the Void. So the Void is a very large area underneath the Bee Swarm map, and I'm sure you guys have seen this all before. However, there are actually 3 different things that have been and currently are still under the Void, and the third one is insane. But we're gonna start off with the nice and obvious one. We are gonna go and visit the secret picture. So first things first, what we need to do is we need to go and exit the main map. So there's a couple of locations where we can do this. I'll show you like one on the other side a little bit later on. And we're actually going to go and take a look at some of the other stuff outside the map too. But yeah, this is the easiest way to do it. I would say all you need to have is just like enough jump power on your boots, but you can go boom, jump up outside the map, and then you just literally want to fall off this edge here and then go straight down onto the floor here. So you're kind of like where this big green blob is, and then there's the red HQ on the side, and then under here, of course, is known as the Void. First things first, let's go and visit the picture. So all you need to do is you literally just need to drop down here. It's going to take a little while. Dun 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 dun. You're going to bounce a little bit, and boom! Welcome to the Void. The music down here is really creepy. Can you guys hear that? So strange. So you can kind of see then, I sort of went down straight and I didn't move my character, so you can actually just about see the picture, but it is a little bit tricky. So what I'd recommend is just dropping down how I did, and then you basically want to look towards your sort of right-ish hand side, and in the distance, you can actually see very loosely a little bit of a weird blob. Now at first, to be honest with you, it might actually just look like there's a bit of dirt on your screen or a fingerprint or something. However, if you run fast and you keep going closer and closer and closer, the blob gets bigger and bigger and bigger. And this is our secret number 1. It is the really weird secret picture. Onett did this a long time ago. It's so strange. Look at it. Here it is. So yeah, you can still see this in the game. You actually have various things here. You've got some kind of weird mechanical thing. You've got a windy bee. You've got king beetle. You've got a bear. And you've got Onett himself. And it's see-through. Look at this. Disappears if you go this side, and then it reappears this way. Isn't it weird? Okay, now, as I mentioned, there were 3 things that you could find here down inside the Void, and the second one, unfortunately, I think has actually been removed. However, there used to be a thing whereby when you actually got to the secret picture, you would carry on straight, you would hit a wall, and then you would turn slightly left, and as you can see here, boom, we actually have what it used to look like back in the day. So for some reason, there were static models of Tadpole Bee and Vector Bee just in the corner of the Void for no reason at all. This was another location that, of course, you could visit. I did actually try. I didn't see it, so I do think it has been removed. Why they were removed and this little picture here stays, I have no idea. But this was a secret number 2, which was quite a little fun one back in the day. And yeah, kind of cool, huh? All right, I said there was 3 things, and I have very much saved the best for last. So this was actually located not in the main game, but this was located in the test realm, and for some reason, Onett just randomly decided to do this. So it was once again in the void. Players had to go down there to find this. However, this time when you drop down, and this is 100% real, by the way, you found the secret Mega Onett Field. And I know that sounds ridiculous, but this really was a thing. I think this was around 4 years ago. As you can see, this is me here, boom, dropping down into the field. I look a little bit younger there, a little bit more fresh-faced. But this is like a genuine thing. So first thing you'll notice is there was a giant Onett figure, but for some reason, it had no head. I don't know why. But this is like the original Onett NPC model, huge. And then if you get to the very bottom, you can see that there was a big square field and every single tile had the gold stars. So maximum leveled up field. You can see there's loads of jelly bean bugs just like jumping around, constantly giving you beans. And the whole idea was you just went down there. I think Onett put some crazy codes in there and you just went around and you farmed the mega field. So I can't quite remember why he did it, I'll be honest with you, but it was one of the weirdest things I think I've ever seen in Beast Form. So we return inside the map just briefly here because we are going to go up to where old Stumpy likes to reside, because I actually kind of forgot about this one, but this was one of my sort of quite cool little areas really that I think it would be really nice if he brought it back for a Beesmas one year. But essentially you can see here right now, this is what the map looks like currently. Of course we have the stump field there and we have the brand new Dapper Bear establishment. However, in Beesmas 2019, I believe, is when things looked a lot different. So I think this footage is either from 2019 or 2020, but of course one of the present locations that we had was hidden in this strange parkour area for the game. So this was just like randomly introduced literally because of a single present, but the whole idea is you jumped across the balls and then you found the present location at the end, which of course you need to unlock by doing certain things. So this came back I think for a couple of years and then got removed. It was a really cool area. The only problem about it, I guess, is that other than going there for one chest and for a couple of free items, you never ever went back there again. So I think that, combined with the new area, with the Dapper Bear shop, is why it got removed from the game, and it hasn't come back to a Beesmas since. But yeah, it's a pretty cool place. So, seeing as we are up on this side of the map, there's a couple of ones that I want to talk about here, including the Tunnel Bear. And I know this one is an obvious one, and everyone kind of knows where the Tunnel Bear is, but it has changed over the years. I want to show you something cool, and I've also got some useful information for the sticker updates to do with the Tunnel Bear. So of course, whilst we are up here, it would be silly not to mention the secret maze. We showed this in a recent video for secret items, but this is one of the original OG secret locations, and you can find a few bits and pieces in there, which is always really cool. And then of course we have the Tunnel Bear tunnel itself. So over the years, this has actually changed. When Tunnel Bear was first introduced, you could actually get to the end of the tunnel and then dodge around him and then trail him back up to the other end. And the whole idea was that if you couldn't do it in the first sort of go, then you could sort of trail him around and you had like an entire way back up. That's now changed, I believe. And then literally when you get to the end, there's no way of escaping. So I think that's probably how it was initially intended. However, if we go up on this side here and we go all the way to the top and then we do a big jump and then we swing ourselves around. Oh, nearly. Let me try again. There we go. Boom. We can actually jump out of the map on this side, and you can actually see what the Tunnel Bear tunnel looks like. So here we go. 3, 2, 1. Ta-da! It's massive, as I'm sure you have imagined, and this is the other side of essentially where Tunnel Bear comes and hangs out. So I did mention, I'm going to go to the end here, but there is some useful information. Onett did tell me, just in case you didn't know, that stickers can spawn inside the Tunnel Bear's tunnel. So if you've been spending like all day trying to find that 5th sticker, which is, you know, randomly generated in your map, and you can't find it and it's driving you crazy, there may be a chance that you can locate it inside the Tunnel Bear's tunnel. I haven't actually found a sticker in here just yet, but it is one of the possible spawn locations. So yeah, just in case you didn't know that already. And yeah, this is what it looks like. It's mad, huh? So just in case you've never seen it before, or if you've never been out here, this is what the Bee Swarm Simulator map looks like from the outside. Whoop! There goes the moon. As you can see, this is a Bee Swarm Simulator by Nightfall. How beautiful. But you can see from the outside is just really, really strange. It's just like a load of blocks and stuff. And I do think, if I remember correctly, I'm going to have to see if I can find a picture of this, but they have been removed. If I can't, then just going to have to imagine it. But essentially think of like all 25, back in the day when there were like 25 bees, I think. All of them used to be static models in a big line just across this area here. Hopefully I can try and find some footage of it, but for some reason, all of these static models were stored outside the map, and you could basically just go and visit them. So not here anymore, but yeah, pretty cool one. And seeing as we are outside the map, just a fun little one here quickly. I'm sure you'll recognize the colors of this, but this is the infamous Gummy Bear Lair. So everything is nice and calm and chill. However, if I just go slightly closer towards this wall and wait, there you go. You can hear the music. So this is where Gummy Bear lives. In his little shiny box. So this is another one here, which is quite a strange one. So if you actually keep going around the side of the map here, and you can kind of see this big white building, you'll be able to see from the side of it that it actually has like a yellow panel. So this is the sprinkler shop location, and just in case you've never seen it, if you actually go into the sprinkler shop and then you turn around here, we're sort of on the other side now of that big yellow wall. You have your various items here. You've got your honey mask. You can go behind, and there is a piece of glass with a really long secret tunnel. So this kind of leads into that sort of white blob area. Now, I don't think this was ever utilized, and if it does, I really can't remember why. You can't go in there right now. There's no secret way to get in, I believe. It kind of looks like it goes downwards, but yeah, I feel like this was some kind of secret location that Onett was thinking about using, but just never did. And speaking of locations that Onett was going to do something with, last but not least, we have to talk about the HQ buildings. So this is an ongoing thing now for many years. Of course, I think it was previous Beesmas with the introduction of RoboBear. The HQ buildings were made slightly bigger. There was a second story put on this one. And this was initially because Onett had plans for the elite red and blue HQ rooms. Now, I don't have the best picture quality things in the world, but I'll pop them up as and when here. But essentially the plan was behind this white panel where this scythe currently is, this was supposed to be the location for the secret elite HQ room. And the idea was that you had to have 250 of each of the Riley Bee and the Bucker Bee quests to get into these respective rooms, and then inside was supposed to be the items as a reward for you to get. So I remember at the time it was very funny. Onett announced this, and I panicked because I only had like 215, 216 of those quests. I panicked. I just went crazy. I like did all of them as fast as I could so I could get it on a video. It's been 2.5 years. We still haven't had it. And we're still waiting. But very simply, inside those, they were never really fleshed out too much. I believe that they were supposed to contain the scythe and the tide popper, and I think also maybe they were supposed to have the planters, the special hydroponic planter here, and I forget the name of this one. What's it called? The heat-treated planter. But now, of course, they're on the shelves, and we can just get them. So I don't think those rooms will ever come. There was going to be a dispenser inside for various things, probably some treats and stuff, but unfortunately, we never actually quite got it. I think it was a red extract dispenser, so we would have got a red and a blue one. Whether or not we ever get those rooms, to be honest with you, I don't think we ever will. It was a nice idea at the time, but I guess just one of them that got away. Right, okay, so unfortunately that is going to be about it for this episode. I really hope you enjoyed it. I always love these like little secret areas and stuff, and maybe there's a few in there that you've never seen before. Also, if you are interested in BetterHelp, please make sure that you use my link below, which is betterhelp.com/ThnxCya, and that will give you a 10% discount off the first month too. So yeah, thank you very much for watching, and until the next one, thanks, and see ya.